What's going on, YouTube world and YouTube tribe? Welcome to Little Bit Mad Gamer, bringing you a review, as the title says, for Supergirl episode 4, called Lost Souls. No Flash video today, so that means I'm gonna be only uploading this video and maybe some more gameplay. I'm gonna give you some more gameplay videos because I wanted to test something out anyway. But yeah, this is the only no Flash video, so you're gonna get one review video for today, and then I might, just because I'm feeling generous, I might do a couple. I might do a couple Luigi Mansions maybe, or a couple Super Mario World. I don't know. It depends. I'll see. I don't see how much I'm gonna do, but yeah, that's what I got for you today. So first things first is you can hit that like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification button, and let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this past episode of Lost Girls or Supergirl. I said Lost Girls, Supergirl. Yeah, let me know what you think of this past episode of Supergirl. Let me know in the comments down below. For those who are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Become part of the tribe, the growing tribe. You see where we're at. I got 1,170K, almost 1,200. So all I need for you to do is become part of the growing tribe. What are you waiting for? So hit that subscribe button, become part of the tribe, and yeah, just become part of the family, man. Look at this face. Don't you want to become part of the family and to see me every day? You probably like, no, not at all. But yeah, those who are subscribed and the new subscriber, like, thank you, love you, appreciate you so much that I got something coming down the line for you guys. You might not want to miss it, so make sure your notification button is turned on. And if you're not subscribed, you want to make sure your notification button is turned on and that subscribe button, so you'll know what I am talking about. But with all that out the way, let's get into this episode. Like I said, the goal is 1,200, but Supergirl, you know how I like to do it. Supergirl, episode 4, called Lost Girls. Here to go the synopsis. Supergirl finds an opportunity to escape from the Phantom Zone, but it comes with some dangerous strings attached. Lena joins the Super Friends on a mission, but finds she disagrees with their plan of action. So what are they talking about? This episode opens up with how the last episode ends. If you haven't seen the last episode, go do so now and come back to this video, because I'm not gonna. While the video won't be like heavy, it won't be spoiling anything. I have to mention how the last episode ends, and I know I didn't really give y'all that in the last review I did for Supergirl. So now I have to reveal what that ending was. So that lady who the Mexipilic like lady, she snapped her fingers at the end of the last episode and they teleported. So it opens up with them teleporting. It opens up with them teleporting, with that scene, them teleporting to where the anchor is. And before I continue, I also like the fact that they did a little green arrow. They did like a little Green Arrow intro for Supergirl. Like, she was like, my name is Kara Zor-El and blah 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 this, and she said, and I am Supergirl. They did all that. But yeah, so they looking around, they're having a conversation about what to do when they find it. But then Supergirl and her father had like a disagreement. But then the lady, she's like, hey, I think I found what we were looking for. And they look over the horizon and see the anchor, which Supergirl mentioned. I think like in this universe, Supergirl's mother was the person who built like the anchors and all that type of stuff, the safe stuff for the people, for the guards to come in and make sure that everything's in order in the Phantom Zone. And for like a case of emergency type thing, she built portals. They need to get to the anchor because she built a portal that could, that in case you get stuck in there by accident, you could use to get back out and back to your the regular world, or back to home. So Supergirl now gets excited, and they realize that that's their way home. So they make their way towards the anchor. Then we go back to our super friends, as they call them. We see M'gann. She's laying on the table having a sleep restless, like she's having a dream, and she is. She's having a dream. She's having a dream about about the soul her soul, the soul that was taken from her when she was affected by the with the Phantom. Sorry, I couldn't remember what his name was. But yeah, when she was affected by the Phantom, she was having a nightmare about it. But it wasn't about just the Phantom himself. It was like about the souls that the Phantom took. So she jumps up, and they realize, she jumps up and realizes she has to go tell them what she saw. And they you see Brainy and John and them discussing what they next to do about Kara and the Phantom. And this is where Lena comes in. Lena has been invited by them to join them and help them, and she says she was so eager to get started that she couldn't really get to sleep, so she stayed up working on a way to contain the Phantoms without having to get close enough to get scratched by them. And it's basically like a callback to Ghostbusters, because they even make a reference to Ghostbusters, because she got like a little photon pack that basically, when you zap them, instead of zapping them into the little pack, once it sucks them into it, it teleports them into the containment unit. And they realize that they still have the Supergirl problem, but they kind of figured out what to do with the Phantom. But Brainy explains that the problem that they do face with it is that there's an egg basically with all the souls that was taken, and the main Phantom, the actual Phantom, he grows bigger with more souls he takes. The more souls he get, the bigger he gets, the stronger he gets. But there's a caveat. If you don't break that egg in time, that egg will harden and become impenetrable, meaning you cannot get through it at all, no matter what you do. And once you get to that point, the reason why it gets to that point is because the Phantom gets like basically strong to the point where he's unbeatable. And then it'll be too late, because even though at that point that's where he can continue to affect people as he please, without nobody being able to stop him. So they realize that they running on borrowed time, because they got to get to this egg and release the souls, so that when they release the souls, if they go break the egg and release the souls would then go back to their body, to the bodies of the people. So they realize that that's the way to turn the people who's already been affected back to normal. If they release their souls, then it would just go back into their body on doing the affection. So they was devising the plan. They bring back Dreamer's back in this episode, and Lena they get to that little whole Ghostbuster thing about the photon pack. But then that's where M'gann shows up, and she tells them about her dream. And they like, you should be rested. And she's like, no, wait, I have to tell you this. She realized that she's still connected to the Phantom, and that when John did what he did to stop the process of her turning into a Phantom, they realized that she really didn't. They didn't 100% stop her from coming to a Phantom. Brandon theorized that because when he did, that was only a piece of her soul. And since a piece of her soul came back, she's like half and half now. She's basically half M'gann, half Phantom. But because of her soul being in her body, she's more M'gann, but she's still other half Phantom, and she's not fully safe yet. Cause and they realized that The reason why she had that dream is because she got the phantom powers. She could sense the other souls. She could sense she could have their power. I guess the phantoms got the power of natural instinct, like sensing stuff. And she realized she got that. As long as she still have phantom, she has that ability too. So all they would need to do is, I guess, would follow us, capture one, or follow a soul of one that's affected someone, and she would be able to follow right back to the. She'd be able to follow it right back to where the nest is at. So M'gann, but then M'gann realizes too that, hey, wait a minute. Not only can I sense the soul, I can sense Supergirl too. Like if we was to go to the Phantom Zone, I could directly sense where Supergirl would be. But there's a problem. How they don't have time to do both. They decided to do both, but they don't have time to do both without compromising one with the other. But Lena comes up with the idea that she could make a device that will mimic, just like she did with John's brother. She would make a device that could mimic the Phantom sensing power. That way, one group could go to the Phantom Zone and get Supergirl, while the other group goes stop the Phantom and stop this egg. Dreamer is having a dream about she's having these random daydreams because her powers are activated. She's having these random daydreams about Supergirl, but it's not Supergirl and Alex per se. It's their younger self back in Midview High. It's back when they were kids in high school, and she doesn't understand. She's frustrated. She doesn't understand why, she's having these dreams. She keeps having them. She talks to Brainy about them, and then she tells Brainy, because Brainy's like he's eating like all these donuts and stuff, and she's telling him that, what you're doing is not healthy. She said, without my inhibitors, I have all these emotions now. And Lena told me it's best to embrace my emotions instead of trying to, put them in little boxes. She was like, what you're doing is not embracing your emotions, you're eating them. He basically comfort eating because he's nervous and upset, so he's using that to comfort eat. And she's telling him that's not embracing your emotion. That's just you're eating them. You're kind of use food to comfort for your emotions. So, and they have a little fun and little exchange about how he could. She said, "I'm here if you want to talk," and then they have fun little exchange about how he could stop at any time he want to. And then when she's like, okay, yeah, she walks away, and Brain like, I can, and then he takes a donut and starts eating it again. But yeah, they devise a plan, and Lena tells Alex, that though she got the equipment necessary for the device, it needs Supergirl's DNA. And she tells her, well, I do got. There's one place I can't get her DNA, so she brings her this crystal, the crystal that uses her hologram that they keep watching throughout the episode, which is her hologram. I think it was her message in case something happened, in case she died against Lex Luthor. And they realize that she tells them that this crystal actually has the digital DNA of Supergirl. And that's great. That's what they need. And so the Phantoms do attack, and they go and try to stop the Phantom, and they get there too late to stop the Phantom from affecting this woman. And the woman's soul leaves her body, and she transforms into a Phantom. But M'gann, while they keep her at bay and send her into the containment unit, M'gann follows the soul. And when she follows the soul, she realizes she's starting to get weaker. It's like for some reason, like the closer she get to where the soul is supposed to be going, she can't. The closer she get to where she's going, she can't. she can't necessarily keep up. And then when she tries to keep up with it, and eventually takes its toll on her, and she passes out from the air. John comes to save her at the last minute and take her back, and they discuss why it happens. And they realize that the reason why it happened was because the closer she got to, because since she's part her and part phantom, the closer she got to the nest where the egg is at, the closer she was starting to transform again. She was losing her soul. She was going back to not having a soul at all and transforming into a phantom. That's why she was getting weaker and slower, because she was no longer going to be her anymore. The closer it got, if she would have kept going, she would have became a full phantom. But they realized, combined with Dreamer's powers, they can use her power to find where the egg is at. So they combine M'gann and Dreamer together to use their powers. They use the sensing power of the Phantom combined with Dreamer's powers to find the egg. And that's what she do. She astral projects herself to where the egg is be, and she actually she touches the egg to see if it's too late or they still got time. And she realized they got time, but not enough time. But then she turns around and sees the other phantom getting ready to attack her because they can see her in astral form, and she comes back. She jumps back, but at the same time, while she was in astral form, she had another dream about Midview. Is it Midview or Midville? I forget. But she has another dream about Supergirl and Alex has kids at the high school. So she teleports back. She gets back into her body, teleports back, and lets them know that she felt the egg, that it was still penetrable, but not for long. She said the egg is starting to harden, but we don't have that much time. We are losing time. And Brandy theorized that from what Dreamer said, that they got maybe an hour to 2 hours tops before the egg completely hardens and there'd be no stopping him. So now they have a dilemma. How do they go? How could they? No, they need all hands on deck to stop the Phantom, and really can't spare time to go get Supergirl. But before I get to the rest of that, back to Supergirl and them. Supergirl and them get to where the anchor is at, and they find the portal. The portal is a mirror, like a gigantic circular mirror, and that when activated, the person, whoever looks upon it, sees home. Now that's how the mirror works. Once you go through it, you're teleported back to home, and they go to activate it, but there's a complication. Supergirl's father noticed something about the mirror, and Supergirl goes to activate it, and when they show the mirror, they realize the mirror has been cracked, and because the mirror is cracked, there's no way for it. It's broke. There's no hope now. He's ready to give up completely because he realized there's no way. But he's reminded by Supergirl who their mother is, and the little Mississippi lady, she's like, oh wait, we can't just give up like that. You're just giving up. He said we're stuck here. There's no way out. But Supergirl, with her hope, she reminds him that their mother was a brilliant person and that she wouldn't never leave her man here stranded like that. And together with that realization, she realized, Supergirl's father's like, you're right. And they realized that there's another mirror. That Supergirl's mother would never let that happen, so she built another mirror for them just in case the one is broken. So they realize that they have to search the other little mini warehouses to find the other mirror to replace it. So they went, and that's what they go do. They go search the little mirror and stuff. They go search little mirror. They go search the little warehouses to find the mirrors. Back to Lena and them. They have a little dilemma problem about what to do. Lena completes the little device, but Alex realized that there's no time with the egg hardening. With the egg hardening and stuff, there's no time to go save Supergirl. So she tries to convince Lena that they need a device to go find the egg, so that they could destroy it and save everyone. And this is where part of the synopsis where it says Lena doesn't agree with their plan of action. She doesn't agree that they should go try to save, or they should split their resources like that. She believed that they should go on their own to try to find the egg and use the device to save Supergirl. And Alex doesn't understand why Lena is feeling that way until Lena is explaining that she's because of guilt. She feels guilty for the fact that it was her. She feel like it was her fault. You know, that she was stuck at the Phantom Zone. It was her fault that she couldn't stop Lex, and she couldn't help to stop Lex in time. That Lex used her technology to get superpowers and stuff to fight her and stick her into the Phantom Zone. So she wants to make amends for that. And she wanted to make amends for that, and she's hesitant. That's why she's like, no, I don't want to give this to you because I don't want to go not save Supergirl. I need to save her to relieve myself of this guilt. And Alice tell her that Supergirl would be upset with them if they go save her and not save the civilians, and that if they do that, there's a great chance that if they do go save Supergirl, she'll come back she'll go from one Phantom Zone to another, because that's what all this would be if they don't stop the Phantom. The real world would just be nothing but another Phantom Zone. So Lena, like, she relents a little bit, like she was going to comply, but she's still hesitant. And Alex used her little magnetic ability from her suit to make it come to her. She said, "Sorry, I don't have time for a no." And they make the decision to go fight the Phantoms instead. And then back to Supergirl real quick. They find the other mirror, but her father is attacked by someone, and they have to leave him behind because he's too injured to walk. So Supergirl and Mr. Pidlick lady, they go take the mirror back and install it, but then it's revealed that she was the one who attacked the father, and that she did it because she felt like her mother and him was nothing but the same like her father, and so they just abandoned Supergirl and sent her away. So it revealed that she was treacherous the whole time, and her and Supergirl have a fight. Lena and them gets to where the egg is at, and they happen to fight, but everybody, like John, Brainy, everybody, McGon, John, Brainy, all of them becomes affected and turn into phantoms. And then it's only Alex and Dreamer left, and they have to combine their powers, and combine Dreamer's powers. Dreamer create this force field that allows Alex to get to it without getting hurt, while she got affected too and slowly transformed into a phantom. Alex would be successful in using the device to get to the egg. She used the device to find the egg to get there and smash it, destroy it, and turn everybody who was a phantom back into human, and they end up capturing the lead phantom into the containment unit device. Supergirl, on the other hand, she fights with the Mr. Pidlick, and she realizes she's outmatched without her powers, and she picks up like this spiked baseball bat like thing, and she realized that the only other option is to do something drastic, and I won't tell you how drastic that is, but she do something drastic to defeat the girl, and they go back to the place explodes. They actually activate the self-destruct. The place explodes, and Supergirl have to watch the anchor go down in the blaze of glory. That's when we get back to Alex and them, and they realize that they haven't been able to save Supergirl today, but they will. Only for Dreamer, the episode to end with Dreamer realizing what they had to do to save Supergirl. But I won't tell you what that is. But that's all I got. If I have to give this episode anything, I'll give it 8 big ups, because I didn't really have a problem with it. It was an okay episode. It really was. But 8 big ups. You hit this button right here, it will take you to all of my reviews. You hit this button right here if you're not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel and hit any one of these videos for more of my amazing content. Chief is out. Stay tuned because I got more coming. Peace.